Today we're down here just outside Maguire's Bridge in County Fermanagh. We're on the farm of Stephen Maguire, participant in the Northern Ireland Suckler beef programme. And today we're going to look at what he's doing in one field as regards soil aeration and reseeding. You might just point out to us why you've chosen this field for reseeding.
Well, this is probably one of the biggest grazing fields we have here and probably the purest quality grass. We plan to subsoil this field here with the intention then of coming in and direct drill reseeding it. With ploughing, it's obviously more expensive, and then the field will just be out of circulation for a lot longer and will probably be harder to manage then when it comes back into the rotation again.
Being in Fermanagh, it was more likely to be a wetter farm. It had high level rainfall, so ground would get a lot of waterlogging at times in the year. And as a consequence of that, it does hinder grass growth rate. Stephen would be measuring grass growth rate, and this field would be underperforming for the size of it. There's 8 acres here, and realistically we should be able to graze maybe this field every second, third week. But at the minute we're only getting on to it every 5th week because grass goes so low. Well, we sprayed the field off on Monday evening, mainly because there's a very high weed content in the field. I mean, as you can see, this is just a plug of ground that we take, and the ryegrass content in that is very, very low. It's probably less than 10%. Very high level of buttercup, which is a creeping weed and very persistent, hard to get rid of. So we'll come in, clean spray of the field, try and kill as many weeds as possible and give every chance to the reseed to get established successfully.
Kieran, this field has been sprayed off about 5 days ago. When do you intend to get in here and get the field reseeded?
Well, Nathan, we've been intending to get in roughly about 10 to 12 days after spraying off. So far it's had a good success rate of kill rate. By and large, you should be aiming for about 10 days before you get in. We'd probably put in some stock just to graze off the dead grass. The grass is still there, to get it paired back in tighter and give us a better chance of getting seed contact with the soil with less dead matter.
We're here beside a test hole that you've dug, showing the soil structure. What's the obvious thing that we can see here from this field?
Well, if you can see just here, really about an inch down, we're going into a soil pan, which is really a culmination of 2 to 3 wet years and stock really tramping ground, compressing the soil. And as you can see, the sort of the soil type, it is a clay soil, but there's a lot of silt, so it compresses into a ball. This is what happened here in this soil pan. The soil becomes capped, and it's very difficult for roots to penetrate in grass. And also the other thing is, when you apply fertiliser to that, because there's no drainage issues there, or there's no pores to let the drain water and that penetrate down through again, a lot of your nutrients can be washed off.
If say Stephen was to come in here with say a pan buster or mole plough or whatever, would that do any more benefit to the soil rather than just ploughing?
It would. It'd be a huge benefit to the soil. Mainly what it would be doing would be lifting this layer up, we'd be breaking through here, and we'd be causing fissures in the soil to go vertically, which frees a lot of space. It increases the drainage, so the ground will dry out a lot quicker. And same again, we're not turning over a field and losing it for about 2 to 3 months. We can get stock on again that night if you wanted to.
Okay, we're joined here now by Barry Reid, agricultural contractor in the area. Barry, you might just explain to me what this machine is doing and what the purpose of it is.
This machine is a subsoiler. We're trying to break up the pan of compaction, which generally in this livestock area is around the 3 to 5 inches depth. And this machine, you can set her from 6 inches till 16 inches. Today we're running the front tines at 10 inches and the back tines at 12 inches just to get in and help lift and crack and get fissures for the water to get down through. It's a low cost method against the alternative in this area, which would be generally a full reseed.
Being in Fermanagh here in a wetter part of the country, what type of grass varieties would you normally use?
In this area we would tend to stick 50-50 diploid, tetraploid, wee bit of Timothy for thicker sole and spring growth, and a kilo clover. Reseeding is the way forward in an area that's grassland based, and this is the reason the subsoiler is a slightly cheaper method of helping reduce the compaction issues.
Okay, Kieran, we're just kneeling here in a piece that has been done with the subsoiler. What has happened, or what difference has it made to the soil structure?
Well, you can see the difference already compared to the last hole we looked at. There was no fissures, no vertical fissures at all of any kind. Here already you can see cracks appearing in the sod, and that's obviously straight away that's going to let water seep through, drain out of the soil. And the advantage of that would be, when water's held in the soil, It's keeping the ground cold, it's keeping soil temperature down, it's reducing growth, both in springtime and autumn time, and indeed summer. As you go down, further down, Barry's subsoil in about 12 inches. Basically what that machine is doing, it's lifting the whole soil level. It's lifting it up, it's lifting it at 10 inches and 12 inches. And it's creating an opening there that's allowing air to migrate through, circulate in through the root structure. Again, it'll let roots penetrate down through because there actually is space there for them to migrate down and tap into the soil roots or soil nutrients.
You're going to get more air into the soil.
Yes.
It's going to be warmer.
Yes.
As a result of that, you're going to get more grass growth.
Absolutely.
And it's more trafficable for cattle.
Yes, indeed. As I say, you can see that. I mean, cattle can be grazing again over that there. We're not losing the field out. We're reploughing. We could be, if it come in a wet period after, the field could be out for the rest of the season. Cattle can be back in here. Sheep can be back in here grazing again, and we're not losing the field.
Okay, Kieran. First thing we did when we came into this field was you got the spade and you dug a hole. We identified where the pan was. What is the significance of that?
Significance is basically you know where you're starting from. We were able to see straight away that this was just really a problem created by livestock trampling on the first top 2 inches. It will let you see the severity of compaction, how deep do you need to go. Is a spiker good enough? Is a subsoiler, or do you need to go the full ploughing route and deep plough? The other thing as well is if the field was in a rotation of cereals and that, you'd probably have a lot deeper pan where the plough would have been coming through every year or every second year. So you would, but that's basically it. You're identifying how big a problem it is and what depths you need to go into to actually break that pan up.